yeah, Conan Exiles has dicks and tits. But I'm like 90% sure Cyberpunk's like the first game to feature a vagina. If I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever seen a vagina.
Let me help you fight this! Continue my help. I'm never giving up on you!
Alright, Impulse back and on red, and 2R1Z starts to move, and effectively, Lycee has to get the Dark Veil up, but 40% worse, they will fall, and 2R1Z might be joining them shortly. Imps making that play effectively for the high ground, the bullet is singing, and UAIM falls as well, the hipfire!
What's up, guys? How you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. How you doing, Pizza? What's up, my dude? What's up, dude? You want to smoke? Finished my joint like 20 minutes ago. Fuck yeah. I adopted a dog today. His name is Harvey. I'm probably gonna change it to Donut. So I don't have him yet. I have to pick him up on Wednesday. But I posted a picture of him in my Discord in the announcements. Donut is funny. Well, I thought about that because our two cats are named Mocha and Latte. And donut is what you eat with a latte or coffee. And on top of that, I can call him Dono. As in, like, donation. Dono. So I really like Donut. I can call him Dono. I am having a... It's so big, too. What? Uh... Um... There's a couple other things that has happened in my life, but I'm not entirely sure that I'm comfortable with talking about it yet. But I'm gonna try to. Me? Do you mean I do? I haven't installed it yet. I have to do 2 hours of it. Um, but one of the things that's going on in my life currently is I think I might be polyamorous. So that's some changes in my life. Hey yo! I know, right? That's not just say. That's fucking. That's a huge lifestyle change. But yeah, I think I might be polyamorous. That's huge. That's big. Yeah, like, I know. Clove and I have talked about it, and we're very stable. Like we're a stable relationship. We're not going nowhere. So we figured why not? I'm not a jealous person. They kind of are, but I don't. I can work with that. We have rules, we have all this other stuff. But I will admit I am exceptionally nervous. I made a clip about a week and a half ago that said by this time next year, I will either have a completely different life or I will have a very worse life. And I was referring to this. Like, this has the potential to either change my life for the better or currently completely fuck it up. And right now it's about 60-40 on the good odds. So I am really happy. And I've also met a few people that I really like. One of them, oh my god, one of them is gorgeous. Uh they have a couple of piercings in their lips, and they have a, I don't really know what the fucking haircut's called, but like half of their head shaved and then the other half is kind of flipped over. Uh it's like one of my favorite haircuts, but I don't know what the fuck it's called. They look gorgeous with it. Like, good god. Uh and then I'm talking to another person, V cut. It looks kind of like V from Cyberpunk. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, it's very much a Cyberpunk haircut. Or better yet, like the Raider Waster hairstyle from Fallout. They have a they have a Raider haircut from like Fallout. It looks really nice on them. It fits their face for sure. Chloe has also met someone, and earlier I was talking about them. You all just didn't realize it. They used to be a Discord partner. This still makes me laugh. I'm sorry. Huh? The person that Clove is talking to used to be a Discord partner. Which I still don't understand what the fuck that is. But I'm talking to like 3 different people currently, and they're all really nice. Clove likes they've only met 2 of them. But the third one's really busy with school, so I'm on their schedule. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Like, I'm happy. And I think that was one of the reasons I wasn't happy is I'm just not a monogamous person. I've never been, honestly. I've always wanted more than one partner. Like, that's just who I am. You even have the braveness to message people? Dude, that's like the number one thing that men need to understand. Genuinely. Like, I will give you some fucking advice. I'll be your fucking guy. The biggest thing men need to understand is women like confidence. That's it. If you're confident in yourself, other people will see that, and it's that easy. Fake it till you make it, if nothing else. Think, I got this. I can do this. I'm hot. I have a good face. I have a 70-inch dick. I don't know. Just like think positive thoughts about yourself. I am very smart. I know what I'm talking about when I talk about the sedan and all this. I don't know. Just project confidence, and people will believe you're confident. Used to be on dating apps, and I was too weird to message. Plus, I never knew what to say. Open with a joke. Look at their profile. If they don't have a bio, they're not worth your time. If they don't have at least 3 pictures, they're not worth your time. If they don't have something besides, hey, message me, or something like that, they're not worth your time. It's a numbers game, dude. It's absolutely a numbers game. And I was telling my partner and the other people I'm talking to about this. My Clove, Tiny, yes, this my stream Tiny, and another person that I was talking to before Clove, Kale. Those 3 people made me realize I'm fucking hot. Like, I'm not gonna die alone. Let's put it like that. I might not be like drop dead fucking gorgeous, but people like bears. People like bears. Uh, so it's really just about finding someone who will hype you up and make you believe that you are worthy. Definitely look better than me. How? Why do you think that? Because I've seen your face. Granted, this is about a year and a half ago, but you're not bad looking. You're just not. You're definitely twink material. I'll put it like that. 10 out of 10 twink. Find you a big, muscly mommy girlfriend, and they'll never let your ass go. Literally. It's also about knowing what you want. Like, if you are setting out to look for a specific thing, you probably won't find that thing. But you might find close to it. You don't need the exact checklist of items. You just need someone that you click with. That's all you have to do. And once from there, you can build to how you want them to be and how they want you to be. Granted, that takes a like special kind of person to like want to change for someone, or you want to change for them. You shouldn't do that just for anyone. It's you want to, not they want you to. But it's really about just setting expectations. If you go out looking for a 10, you're probably going to find a couple of 7s that are interested in you. Like, etc. Like, it's a numbers game. In that the more you put yourself out there, the more that you will get seen. More about compromises? Exactly. Like, that's what relationships are built on. Compromises. If you don't talk and communicate and compromise, you're just not gonna be with someone, because that's what a relationship is. Some nights you want macaroni and cheese and they want, I don't know, fucking spinach. Sometimes you have to compromise on peas. That's like a super basic example, but like, you can't always have it your way and they can't always have it their way. You have to talk. And believe me when I say that's the hard part. Finding someone who's interested in you, brother, that's the easy part. That is the exceptionally easy part. Because there are 7, 8, 9 billion people on this fucking planet. There's someone out there that will find you attractive. Guaranteed. Like, statistically alone. Guaranteed. But can you hold a conversation with that person? Or can they hold a conversation with you? Do they share the same interests? Or etc. Like, that is the hard part. Getting to know someone is hard because you have to make time for each other and you have to, I don't know, the vibe check just has to clear. That's what uh Casey was saying, is if that didn't work, then you're not the one. There's really no sense of pursuing a romantic relationship. You can still be friends. Friends is significantly different than romance or sex. But they both have to be on that same page. Genuinely, Pizza, like, I think you're too hard on yourself. I put it to you this way. Do you have a job? Do you have a place to live? And do you make enough money to support yourself? can support myself and be on my own, but you're working towards it. You are improving yourself. That's all that matters. Genuinely. Like, that's the baseline people look for. Are you improving yourself? If not, why? Why are you not improving yourself? But you are, so you don't need to answer that. Like, you're doing great. You're doing better than 60 fucking percent of the other people out here who can't read above a fucking 6th grade level and still live with their mom and dad and are you know the types, like the fucking, yeah, you never mind, you know what I'm talking about. But like, you're doing better than they are. That's like the majority of uh it's really genuinely that fucking simple. And if you don't believe me, ask Chloe. What is the number one thing that a man can do to get into a relationship?
Talk to me. Just
No.
fucking talk to me.
No, well, yes, but no.
I mean,
Confidence.
Yeah, that too.
Even if it's fake.
Yeah. I agree with that. Anyway, I need to make a call. Can you give me my phone real quick? I don't care the percent.
Love you.
Love you too. I'm gonna go cook now. I'm making your nuggets here in a minute.
I mean, statistically being fine isn't the same as mental. What are we talking about? Anyway, like, that's the base of it. Improving your safe and self and being stable. I mean, are you in therapy? Do you have a therapy? Do you have a therapist? Nope. Do you want a therapist? Yes and no? Okay, that's a difficult answer to like build off of, but I'm just gonna say it. So still, like, statistically, you're doing better than most people. That's halfway towards improving yourself. You know that you need to improve something, anything. That's what I'm telling Chloe. Like, I can see the potential in them. I do. I can see what will eventually be chiseled out once I make them grow up a little bit. Like, I love them to death. But goddamn, going into that kitchen sometimes, I want to throw up. I can't handle it. So we talked, and they are improving. They've been doing the dishes every night, which is it's just, you got to talk. You got to get to know your person. It's hard to commit. It's hard to actually keep going and seeing the sense in it, brother. That's life. I'll tell you something my dad told me. My dad has every single reason to be an asshole. He doesn't get to see his grandkids. He barely fucking makes ends meet. He back then he had to come home to drama constantly. Just, he had so many reasons to be an asshole. And yet he doesn't. He tries. Because if you live like that, that's all you'll ever like think like. That's all you'll always be thinking negatively. And that will only dig yourself deeper into that hate, into that despair. And if you live like that, eventually you fucking won't live like that because you'll die. Either from something in your control or from something outside of it. Like, stress is a killer. It can give you heart problems. It can give you actual like health problems. And you just gotta not do it. You just gotta push on. You don't want to get up and go to work. You kind of don't got a choice. You don't want to get up and make your bed. Kind of don't got a choice. You don't want to eat? Sorry. You don't got a choice. You got to eat, even if you're not hungry. Like, you got to tell yourself this stuff because you're the only one that can change it. And everything I just said is what the fucking dipshits like fucking Tate and all these other cunts just should be telling you. But like, they're not. They're telling you, hey, treat women like trash. Fucking assault them. All this other fucking trash. And I'm like, there's guys out here that actually listen to this shit? And like, the fucking dude bros and everything? Like, I don't get it. How can you look at another person, human being, and think, yeah, I'm better than you? Yeah, I don't need to respect your boundaries or etc. I'm telling you, if I ever seen a motherfucker do something like that, I would go out of my way to do whatever they just did back to them. Like, I don't know, fucking someone's trying to kiss someone and the person's very obviously not into it. I'm the kind of petty asshole that if it's extremely clear that that's what's going on, I would I would go up to them and try to kiss them, the person that was instigating it. Like, if it's very clear you don't want it, how would you feel if someone came up to you and did the exact same thing you're doing? That's and motherfucker, I'm a big guy. Like, unless the guy's a goddamn bodybuilder, he's gonna be intimidated. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get guys like that. Or women can do that shit too. They ain't innocent. Like, they don't know when to say when no means no just as often as guys do. Well, maybe not just as often, but like, they're just as guilty in this. Ain't no one fucking innocent. I love it when we have these conversations. It makes me happy. Because I just spent the last 20 minutes talking about relationship shit. Oh my god. Dr. Skyver presentation. See, I've really only been in like 2 real relationships. But you don't have to be in relationships to know how relationships work. You just have to be willing to listen. That's it. That's all relationships are, is listening and communicating. Because it's not even just a romantic relationship. You can use this same advice to find friends. Don't go into it expecting them to like instantly be your BFF. Go into it wanting to learn about people, what their jobs are, how many pets they have. Do they enjoy your hobbies? Do they enjoy just driving around or whatever, just anything? What do they enjoy? And do you enjoy the same things? But even then, that might not be enough. I mean, that might not line up. Because Clove and I are a lot alike, but we're also very different. Like, I don't want my partner to be a complete carbon copy of me. That I love myself more than I'll love anyone else ever. So loving another one of me is kind of paradoxical. So I don't know. I'm fucking high and tired. Oh, I'm so excited about my dog. He's a decent sized dog too. Like, he's pretty big. He weighs 55 pounds. He's about as big as Buddy, maybe a little bit bigger. I'm really excited about tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Wednesday is my dog. I'm really fucking excited about both of those. Um, I will be live around 10 o'clock, 10:30 tomorrow in the morning, and we'll smoke. and then we will play some Kingdom Come because I already have it preloaded. I just have to hit play as soon as it's available. I'm beyond excited for KCD2. Oh my god. We'll be at work then. Sadly, I'll be live all day. All day. From 10 to 10, probably. At least 12 hours. Doing at least 12 hours tomorrow for sure. What are you doing?
What?
Oh, holy shit. Oh my god, you're loud. Say something?
Not loud now.
Yes. I turned you down. Say something?
Second. Right now.
I'm just gonna switch to my other headset. It's fine. It's not you. It's my headset. Give me a second.
Right.
You there? Say something.
So,
Okay, good. Perfect. Yeah, my earbuds are just really sensitive to Discord calls, it seems.
fair enough.
I put it on my actual headset. I haven't wore it very much recently. I'm hoping since I have two headsets now, I can alternate and keep them alive longer.
Hopefully.
Like, that shit's expensive. And they normally last about two or 3 years. Hoping I can make it to 4 with both of them. What you wanting to play?
I'm on. Like that something. Quick and hit that.
What are we playing?
Rivals.
Rivals? Okay. Pizza, do you want to play?
Police open.
I don't know, it's 2 a.m. I mean, you can if you want. You don't have to. Up to you. I hope the conversation we just had helped you.
Oh. Those are smoking up.
Gonna try at least? What, to play?
Nah, he said we'd have to go down there because ain't nobody allowed there because of birds. That's it.
About the conversation? Oh, okay. Cool. I don't mind talking with you, Pizza. Or anybody. I'm not the best with relationships, but I like to
You're
think I have a
terrible.
pretty stable one.
You know what you tell me to do whenever you always having relationship problems? Fucking break up with him.
Okay, say it again. You were really echoey.
Ah, shit. I said, is that
You okay? Now you're fading out.
alright? What about now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfectly.
Good enough.
Then you used to be like me whenever I tell you having relationship problems. Just fucking break up with him, dude.
Well, to be fair, almost every single one of your exes are terrible people and are abusers. So
That was not that bad.
I didn't like Pam. I didn't like Abby. I didn't like what's the other fucking name? The blonde motherfucker.
My last one.
I think the one before that. Maybe I don't know. You've had like 6, and most of them have been online.
No,
I do not
consider. You know about online.
I do not consider online long distance relationships to be real relationships.
They're not.
I just don't. Even when I'm in them, I understand that. I get that. But at the same time, you never really know someone until you interact with them in real life. They could smell weird, and you'd never know until you met them in real life.
Well, see, I should have known that my life was gonna be bad whenever I worked at a fucking strip club for guys.
Did you just say you dated a stripper?
Yes.
You, one of the most jealous, obsessive people I know, went after a stripper willingly. And you didn't see the red flag there?
She went after me.
And you didn't have the forethought to realize, hey, maybe I don't have the mental jealousy required to not date a stripper.
I was drunk, okay? To be fair, we was all drinking. Me, my cousin, my sister, her boyfriend, and that was it. Yeah, we was outside drinking and smoking. And I got drunk, and I put my head on her shoulder, and that was literally it.
You let the wrong head make that decision.
Hey, but she had some good taste, at least.
Nigel got approved for an apartment.
I seen that.
I'm hoping I get to visit him eventually. What? Yes, Alex did as well, yeah. I've seen his Snapchat with the...
I won't be the next one.
I hope so. I was the first one. Then Alex, then Nigel. It's your turn, my boy. It's your turn.
Actually, Alex was the first one because he was in a whole ass marriage.
I mean, that doesn't count. He still didn't live on his own.
But now he's got a choice. It's not like he wants to.
I'm just saying, he doesn't live on his own until now. He lives by himself now.
Well, I mean, you didn't live on your own either.
With a partner doesn't fucking... That counts.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
I bet. Wait, I want to try out. Just know I am trying to
stole Iron Fist from them.
I ain't never played this guy before. Yeah, good stuff. Also, are you live? Yeah, you are live because I heard you talking to Pizza.
Yes, I am. I will be taking a dinner break at some point.
What is some point?
People are always afraid of time, but they just don't know him.
I got the team up.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Been too long since we did this together, Luna. Ready for it?
Dash forward, flying
Agents
kick.
of Atlas reunion tour? I don't know.
Can't deny that would be a hot ticket.
This is his healing.
Maybe, but I've always preferred the cold. The
I
battle
can
starts in
jump 3
5,
times,
4,
and I can
3,
block damage.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? Oh.
And he's a melee character.
Watch out, Punk! I was worried.
Alright, I'm gonna like this character. They just got a moonlight.
My time to shine.
Yeah. No, she don't echo, she wants more of it.
My time to shine.
Okay. You got a little fucking demon to help you.
My time to shine. I was worried.
They're coming up ahead.
Damn it.
Was just a scratch.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
The moon haunts you.
Bro, we did not need to do all that.
My time to shine. I appreciate you.
This world's corruption shall not reign again. We shall make sure of it.
Love those light daggers. Us against the world! Us against the world! My time to shine.
Pop back up under their noses.
My time to shine.
Lights out. That took the edge off. Thanks.
The storm of acorns. Well fought.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension. Move, Psylocke, but not Sweden.
My time to shine. I appreciate you.
God's might.
Who are you, really?
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
This must belong
My
to
time to shine.
Bogies incoming.
Deliver null vessels below the
I was trying to fucking heal.
vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
My time to shine. I appreciate you.
Us against the world.
I'll give you
Help him from the
I
shadows.
need heals so bad.
my time to shine. You gotta let her know that it's your way to free.
Lights out.
Enemy is here.
I don't have to be center stage.
The darkness is out.
I'm doing this my way.
team player.
My time to shine. Thanks so much.
I was like, oh, I just left you can die.
Us against the world.
Healer's magic. It's almost like
My time to shine. So close. This is your big chance. I'm under here.
Where's that picture?
We both belong. Another epic victory. Big win.
Alright, good shit.
I don't really see how, but okay.
Yeah, I'm still learning this character. That was actually my first game on him.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging. We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope.
See, this is
and
what I was
fear.
telling my chat and Pizza. And I feel like you could use that exact same information. You gotta know what you're looking for. And you have to make sure that the other person knows what you're also looking for.
We're both looking for the same thing.
Yes, but that's just like step 1 of like 30,000.
Kai and I create equilibrium.
Are you all the
30
same
seconds before you attack.
morally?
Get ready.
Are you the same on like the same emotional level? Like, do one of you all need more of each other's time than the other? Or it's not just, oh, hi honey, I'm home.
That sounded a little.
You actually have to talk to this person. You have to find out
Battle starts in 5,
everything about them, more or less.
2, 1.
And you also have to be truthful with them, or it won't work.
Yeah, I so.
It would be like, okay, I would never date or be interested in an asexual person. So I would not go out of my way to find an asexual person. You
Oh shit.
you have a like tendency to go out of your way to find people who don't necessarily align with a lot of your stuff. And I say that with love. I hope you know.
Yeah.
We're getting hosed in this one. He's more importantly, though, don't date a stripper when you're this jealous. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, I learned that.
Shouldn't really have had to learn that. That's kind of my point. That's something that you should have just known. But progress.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. My time to shine.
Lights out.
time to drain.
Appreciate the boost.
Get in here, y'all. Some assistance, please.
Another one gone. Darkness. Ow.
I killed the Rocket and the Invisible Woman, so I got some time with their healers.
Proud, my friends.
My time to shine.
I feel better already.
Rocket.
Us against the world.
Don't be running from me, bro.
You see, play.
My time to shine.
Found a foe. Lights out. Get in here, y'all.
My time to shine. You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
气贯长虹. Rise, my friends.
Behold the god of thunder!
Lights out. All right. Never look back at the dust. Second chance is over.
I've got yours. My time to shine.
I feel better already.
Gear up, little one.
Dragon unleashed.
Glory is almost yours. Okay, quit showing off, Skyward. I've got yours. My time to shine.
Lights out. That feels better.
You're doing better than
I was fucking his ass up.
Get in here, y'all. Suffer in the darkness.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Fire some aid. That took edge off fence. This is real firepower! Helping from the shadows. Score one for time.
How you doing today, Adam? Hope we're doing good. Well, I'm doing pretty good. Tomorrow, Kingdom Come to Deliverance comes out. I'm getting a dog on Wednesday. And I just had a 30-minute conversation about relationship advice. Like, giving relationship advice. And honestly, that made me feel good.
30 seconds before you attack.
I was already in a good mood, but I'm in a fucking amazing mood, honestly.
I've never seen a chi so perfectly aligned to Adam. It takes great effort to keep my cosmic energy in balance.
I discovered something about myself recently that I didn't really know, or maybe I always knew, I just didn't
And when that doesn't work, I watch
didn't know how to go into it.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
I'm the
3,
complete opposite of
2,
my friend here,
1.
who,
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I am very seriously thinking I'm polyamorous. I want multiple partners. And I've been exploring that recently.
I
So,
require some aid.
my life has kind of changed recently, and
You just showed up.
it's kind of jarring.
The world! The mission area is yours to capture now.
Suffer in the darkness.
Mission area is yours. My time to shine up.
How you doing today, hun?
Pop back up under their noses. You can back up all that.
Hell yeah! I'm probably gonna get MVP this game with less than 4,000 healing.
Nah, you gotta get assists as well, dog.
I have no assists, but 19 kills.
That's the stuff. Oh boy. Here they come. I require some aid. I feel better
You captured more than half of
Damn, I was fucking that tank up. He got some healing though. You can't focus that Iron Man. Don't even worry about him. Not unless you're on
Oh, I can get him. I just wanted to see if I can get him with dagger.
Can't reach him with dagger. I mean cloak. You get him with dagger, not cloak.
much to prove.
I only slept for 4 hours. I'm now awake, so I'm just making food. I'm gonna go make me a little bit of food after another match or two. I haven't ate tonight, and I'm like really hungry. I want some chicken nuggets, maybe some hash browns, some carrots.
Maximum pulse!
Oh! Countered your fucking ass, Iron Man! Eat my ass!
Against the world. Everybody needs a
And I was 1-8 before I showed them all.
I'm in the air, punching the fuck out
I
of
see
my
it. I seen it. I see you. I made Thai food for dinner. Nice.
Yeah, you got MVP.
I would hope so. I mean, fuck. 2 in a row, baby. Come on.
And actually,
What?
the Star-Lord.
Cunt.
Because he did his job better than you did your job.
But I have more kills.
But not more healing. Actually,
I have more healing than everyone. I did my job. I didn't do
You
it.
didn't have assists. You're supposed to get assists.
Okay, well, just saying. I did my job better than him. Fuck what the game says. He really is Aimball Lord.
He is. That was dagger.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Dagger dick me.
You
What
don't
the heck?
have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does
Didn't
help.
look
Hey,
what
this
you were
motherfucking
aiming.
cloak and dagger has Lord.
Cloak and dagger, you don't have to aim with. You just hold the trigger and look in the direction. And Star-Lord's ult
Same with
is
Scarlet.
literal aimbot. You get backers on your bullets and they go directly to you. But-
With range limit, yes, but still.
The mold
Scarlet
shows
Witch is
offers
also super
endless
easy. I love
possibilities,
Scarlet.
but only if it survives this chaos.
More
We'll be
DPS.
coming in 30
You
seconds.
know, really,
Stay
it's
strong.
4 and 2. Okay.
Teach me some of your chaos.
We might be dead.
No,
Not even a time.
Yeah, no, we are.
I think you know quite enough about chaos as it is. Such destructive power.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
This Lord's cheek, I mean, it's the Lord. This fucking dagger's cheeks look very fuckable right now.
I need your help.
Let's go, Spider-Man. Fight me.
They're all low. It's like there is no filter, as far as I know. As long as you're not straight up calling someone a slur, you're
I
fine.
want to make the same mistakes again.
Overwatch has the
Yeah.
same shit. Like you'll see names that are just straight up porn. And I don't have a problem with that. I actually kind of like that.
Be right back.
That's how you build a nice community. If your community isn't drawing porn of your characters, your game or your anything will not last long.
What about that?
Yes. You ever heard of Battleborn?
Grab that vehicle.
Yes.
Did you ever play it?
No.
Okay, no one else did either. They all played Overwatch.
You ever hear of Paladins?
Yeah, and you know what? Paladins doesn't have an S, and I don't really care for it. Want to see me get 4? That's 4!
That did the trick.
An arc. Okay.
You stop them in their tracks.
Oh, let's go.
Co-op time.
Be right there. The end has come, but just for you. Such
I just beat
destructive
that
power.
mantis to a pulp.
I see them. Hurricane incoming.
You stop them in their tracks. We are undefeatable.
You did not need to do all of that.
Goodbye for now.
Your god is suffering. Leave them to
Okay.
I hate fighting a storm.
I also hate fighting Storm, apparently, because they just
My work
two-shot
here
me.
is not done.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I have my ult whenever, by the way.
Better stop that vehicle.
I'm watching. Never mind.
My magic
The points are just ready.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
You said you were ulting.
I did.
Oh.
And died.
Good. You needed it.
My fate isn't
Better
sealed
stop
yet.
that vehicle.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Now, disappearing.
Oh my goodness. You need to get your ass in there. Oh.
I would really not like to use it on just one person. I need them all to be near each other, and I need to not immediately get shot out of the sky. No, Storm's
They're not
DPS
playing near each other. That's why.
right here is going to be my best
they were-
chance, probably.
You could do it now.
I'm going to get behind him.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
I got 3 of them.
Yeah, I see.
Reborn from the chaos.
Can't believe we have to defend this shit for another 5 minutes.
Yes, indeed we do. How the fuck are they getting right here?
My magic is growing. You're not going anywhere.
Yo, eyes on your back.
Simply magical.
Oh my god, where are our fucking healers?
Stop them in their tracks.
I won't make the same mistakes again.
More of them than us? This'll be fun.
And so it begins.
Better stop that vehicle!
Wow, these niggas is motherfuckers is doing way too much damage, bro.
We are undefeatable!
Leave them to Khonshu! Now I'm high at my knees. The moon haunts you! Armed and dangerous!
Zero can't catch a break. It's one
I guess
after,
not.
One ult after another.
No one's fucking healing, dude.
I won't make the same mistakes again.
Don't give them another inch.
Again! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I was invisible. How? What? I should take damage when I'm invisible?
How did that miss? How did that miss?
My fate isn't sealed yet.
Get on the point, get on the point, get on the point!
I'm on it.
Don't drown in the darkness.
Now,
Double KO!
this should help me heal.
This Moon Knight's just walking over us.
I tried.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
I don't know who was on the fucking part.
I got the second VP again. Okay.
Nice.
We'll take a shower.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Do you remember epic rap battles in history?
Yes.
You don't have to
What's
be
your
a
favorite
witch
one?
to find the magic in this world. But it does help.
I think it was, was there a Barack Obama versus Donald Trump one? Can't remember.
Not Trump, but there was a Obama and Romney one.
Yeah, it was that one. I can't remember. Like the verses felt like that one was good.
I remember a lot of the verses from that one. Not the complete ones, but the jokes at least. But if I had to pick my favorite,
30 seconds.
it would probably be the Filmmakers one, or
Hey, I like your firearms. Never thought I'd find someone with the same taste on this backward planet.
Yeah. What do you got in the trash can? Do you truly believe you can
I'm not sure. Probably the Filmmakers one.
Chain gun, mini black hole.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
Most of my favorite ones are the ones with multiple people.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Well, who's next? A disappearing. Anyone know a healing spell? Feeling stronger already. What's behind you?
You're welcome. Fucking helpful. Welcome to Rocket's tree service.
How dare you waste my time?
Hurry up.
Anyone willing to help?
Battlefield ready?
My work here is not done. Now, a disappearing act.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Vortex field. My anger is melted.
Let's take the tree. Ride.
Now we're even. Enjoy the air on fire.
That's 3. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
To victory! Have to fight back. Let's save the tree. Ride. I'll patch you up.
A little help, please. Now, a piece of theory. Ah, that's better. You brought this on yourself.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
I need your help.
We are undefeatable.
Tremble before blast!
I need your help. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
This my way!
The gods themselves have counted.
Maximum pulse!
I was in the air.
Spotted one of our opponents.
That's 3.
My fate
I have
isn't
more
sealed
kills
yet.
than anyone currently.
Nice.
Telling you, the people that think Scarlet's bad just don't know how to play him.
I think she's bad because she's easy to play.
But she's really not. You fuck up, she will absolutely like not be good.
Vehicle moving again.
Feeling stronger already.
The girl there, I only have 250 health. Pretty much anyone can take me out, even healers.
Reborn from the chaos.
I am waiting on her to get a really good skin though. I would totally buy it.
Yeah, her skin ain't the best. You got
I
her skin
don't-
from the movie?
What? I don't like the one from the movie. I don't like the finisher. I'm not a big horror fan.
Now, a disappearing act.
Get that vehicle moving again.
You're welcome.
Ah, that's better.
Someone scratch my back.
Goodbye.
Really?
Get that vehicle moving
Couldn't
again.
take care of the Iron Man people?
I was talking about this car.
My fate isn't sealed yet.
Nah, it's bothering me.
We are undefeatable. Shields up.
Bruh, I used that bitch and then died immediately.
Maximum pulse! Yeah, Magneto!
Goodbye for now. The end has come, but just for you.
Get that vehicle moving again.
You're welcome.
I am much better now.
Here comes trouble. Come on, let me heal you.
Now, a disappearing act.
I'm doing this my way!
You're welcome. Night night. More scum scraped off.
Clear the path. Keep waiting for the wall tree. Counting on you, friends.
Be right back.
In control here.
Much better now.
Bro only had me in his fucking ult.
60 seconds left.
Watch out, they're headed our
I want
way.
to make the same mistakes again.
You're up, little ones. Down to 30 seconds. I am ready to put on a show.
Hurry.
Fire mode.
Feeling stronger already.
We are undefeatable. Final 10 seconds.
I just cannot get the chance to pull my ult properly.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Okay, I'm gonna go get me some food. I'll be right back. Give me like 30 minutes or so. To play some more. Reminds me of Okami. God damn. You are the chosen one.
Wait, what the actual fuck is happening here? What is happening on my... Hold on, what? Okay, so, yeah.
Right there! Perfect! Fuck it.
Oh my god!
It's the one. Come on. Come on. Oh, there you go. Good job. Good job. Hit me again. Hit me again. Hit me again. Come on. Hit me again. You got this. You got this. You got this. Come on. Come on. Keep hitting. Good. You got this. I know you do. You can do it. Bye. You have a select fire by any chance?
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown. Long way to the next.
They're shooting at me.
Oh my god! I fucking suck his bitch ass midair! Where? Where? Right in front of me! You get that one, I'll get this one. Hell of a game to end on, boys. In September ends. Yes, please do wake me up. Wake me up when September ends, but I can play the fuck out of Cyberpunk. Please. Do it already. Put me into a coma for 6 months.
So glass now. I said cheers for the good times, and here's for the long nights. Yeah, we passed out. I said we here for the long ride, I'm here for it all right.
Get up there. What are you doing? Get up there. Really? There. Come on. Lay down. Okay. Hey, get your dick off the camera.
It hasn't been
Thank you. That double VR back screen? Jesus Christ.
Okay.
What's up?
And then we'll get off and go to bed. I can't get off to this song.
Perfectly. As a narrative experience, Inquisition is everything that makes Dragon Age so fascinating and satisfying as fantasy media. And it's gorgeous. I might not use all the superlatives I used for it 10 years ago this time around, but the game is consistently scenic with impressively dynamic conversations. It has everything going for it. The thing is, it's not just a lushly produced visual novel. It's a big old action and exploration title, more open world than any other title in the franchise. That ought to be Inquisition's strength. Instead, it's a format that dilutes and obfuscates what the game actually does well, to the point where I genuinely figured that I would never play it again. Twice was enough. It felt like maybe even too much. Besides footage, why would I play it again? Well, as it turns out, because I do really love it after all. I had just forgotten a lot of the parts that were wonderful because 10 years ago I was still so salty about the parts that truly let me down. There are so many amazing character moments buried under forgettable fetch quests, so much amazing storytelling and lore that's relegated to the codex instead of the active narrative, such a huge amount of creative effort that's made small by the preposterous and empty bigness of the world. With a different game format, Inquisition could have been something truly incredible and classic. As it stands, it will have to get along being the one that's actually a little better than you probably remember it being. I think something that would have helped Inquisition is if it had started out with less of a bang. Origins had opening chapters that started out quiet, setting the scene, making sure a player knows who they are and where they come from. In Inquisition, you start out only knowing that you're running and things are fucked. It takes the entire introductory sequence to work out backwards just what transpired here in the opening moments, and while this is clearly meant to maximize excitement and intrigue, I think it's just not as strong as what it could have been if it had been more simply presented in a linear way. Following the events of Dragon Age 2, the entire system of mage circles controlled by Templars shattered. The two sides began warring openly, and the first sign of compromise between the two of them is their meeting for peace talks at the Temple of Andraste, where the sacred ashes were found back in Origins. The only glimpse that the player gets of these talks is the menu screen, with lines of Templars and mages marching towards the temple. What actually happens is that Corypheus interrupts the talks to kill the divine Justinia, the matriarchal pope of Andrastrianism. You then accidentally interrupt him and grab a hold of the orb he's using, stealing the power he intended for himself and triggering a massive explosion that sends you into the Fade itself. The peace talks are ruined. There's a hole in the sky where demons pour out. Many problems here to solve. The game begins in the Fade right after the explosion. I suppose I'm just having a disagreement with the game about which story it's telling. From my perspective, the climax of Dragon Age 2 would benefit from an immediate and robust exploration of its ramifications. I'm ready to be monologued to about it at length. After all, the mages and Templars are never peacefully in the same place again within Inquisition. You choose which side to support early on in the first act, and then whoever you don't choose falls to Corypheus' influence. You see them fighting out in the fields and valleys of the Hinterland starting area, but beyond that, the conflict between them seems distant and cosmetic a lot of the time. Establishing the personalities of the faction leaders, setting up the Divine's relationships with Leliana, revealing Corypheus, all of this happens later, in pieces, where it could have been done all at once, right away, in a slower opening chapter similar to what Origins did with its opening chapters. That slower story, though, is still Hawke's story.
Cheers, y'all.
This is, instead, the story of the Inquisitor, or by another name, the Herald of Andraste. What people see is you, the new you, stepping out of the Fade, the first in a millennia to walk it physically instead of in dreams as you did in Origins and Dragon Age 2. Behind you is that blazing figure that looks like the Divine. As the story is told over and over throughout the kingdoms, that glowing figure is usually imagined to be Andraste herself. In one of the game's most interesting tracked choices, you are asked over and over again in various ways by various people if you think you might actually be the Herald of Andraste. If you choose it enough times, if you actually come to believe it, you can kind of will it into being for yourself and declare it triumphantly to Corypheus himself at the end of the game. It's a little like in Planescape Torment, where if you call yourself Adon enough times, an Adon actually snaps into being somewhere in the world. The narrative power of the player having to figure that out on their own, to try on the mantle of religious symbolism just to see how it feels, would be really diminished by having your powers known to be granted by a magical orb instead of the divine touch of Andraste. The thing is, even if they don't show you the scene that shows your powers have a magical instead of divine origin until way later, they do play the audio of it at the very end of the introduction. I think that after 3 playthroughs, I'm just frustrated with how the opening manages to be just cryptic enough to feel very surface level. My larger issue, comparing it to Origins, is that it is no longer expected that RPGs will open with half an hour of dialogue and fiddling around. This is seen as too quaint, not engaging enough. Players won't pick up enough momentum to continue the story if there aren't enough bright lights and loud noises. You can actually see this shift happen in the difference between how Mass Effect 1 opens versus 2 and 3. The first Mass Effect has a solid 10-15 minutes of expository conversation aboard the Normandy before it sends you off on your first combat mission. It expects a player to be curious about the world and gives an interval to set the scene and build up that curiosity before the shooty bang bangs. Mass Effect 2, on the other hand, opens with the Normandy being destroyed within the first 2 minutes. Mass Effect 3 has your expository introduction cut short by the Reaper invasion of Earth. I don't imagine that this is a random or unfounded shift. There's probably a mountain of consumer data showing that most players prefer the action to begin right away instead of having a more novelistic introduction. The introduction section in Inquisition is just too long, though, and too empty, with too large of a play space for what it is, miserly with answers and context, so that it can create cryptic intrigue while tutorializing basic game features. Origins couldn't do this kind of dynamic visual storytelling, it just had people standing around talking to each other, but it leaned into that limitation so heavily that no subsequent Dragon Age title has felt quite as dense. But no Dragon Age game has been quite as ambitious and enormous as Inquisition. Narrative density is not what the game really cares about. If the introduction is overlong and undercomplicated, well, at least that's something the game owns up to right away within the tutorial section. To be fair, however, the storytelling does get much more compelling and complicated as soon as the introduction is over, with the breach in the sky partially stabilized. Cassandra and Leliana decide to reform the Inquisition, one of the oldest versions of the Andrastrian religion's political wing. Hundreds of years ago, the First Inquisition disbanded once its work was done. It opened the door to a potential reformation later in times of extreme and dire need, like the breach situation. The newly formed Inquisition takes over Haven, the town where the dragon cult was holed up in Origins. The conversations you have with the companion characters and a whole constellation of side characters in Haven are actually just as politically complex and thematically heavy as anything in the first couple of games. There are opportunities here to express player opinions as a player character on everything from the existence of the Maker to the role of the Inquisition or how you'll respond to naysayers and political opponents. Hardly anyone is happy about the Inquisition. You are an obvious threat to the existing power structure of Ferelden and Orlais, untried, untested, unvetted by those who are used to hoarding wealth and power and distributing it only to those who support the status quo. If you're a non-human character, there's also the element of racism to consider. The people are calling you, because of your ability to seal the rifts in the Fade, the Herald of Andraste. You have power as a religious folk icon. That's threatening enough on its own, but to have an elf or a Qunari or Maker forbid a mage gaining that kind of religious power? Inquisition is so genuinely thoughtful and skilled about creating a believable, reactive narrative around the Inquisition as a political organization. There are so many conversations to be had about the implications of who you are in the world, the implications of the conflict and the lore, what it means for the Black City to be real and for the ancient magisters to control the Blight in such a way, what you mean as a leader and a symbol, and what you mean to people on a personal level. The Inquisitor is therefore one of the best defined roles in computer role-playing game history. There's a lot of flexibility within the script to respond in different ways to the pressures and expectations of that role. It isn't just a branching choice or a major decision in most circumstances. Most often, it's just a matter of characterization that won't be followed up on in any structural way. It's just that the frequency with which you have the opportunity to make these self-defining characterizations is really high. Higher than Origins, actually. In Origins, a lot of how a player character defined themselves was in quest resolutions. It was more of a practical matter than a dramatic one. The Inquisitor, like Hawk, is fully voiced. In Origins, with an unvoiced character, there wasn't much need for more subtle tonal variations in between the choices to be kind or cruel. With voiced dialogue, the back and forth of conversation is much more the point than a determinative outcome. It's really important to give the player a sense of control over how that back and forth goes in order to feel ownership over their character. If you're just picking option A or option B, it doesn't really feel like your character all the way. Another lesson from the Mass Effect franchise, where Commander Shepard is largely limited to being two possible people. Besides the aesthetics, I'm not curious about other people's Shepards because I've played the game both ways and I know how it goes. The Inquisitor offers a much more massive range of genuine role-playing options. Are you a believer? Do you follow Andraste? Do you believe yourself the Herald? Is the purpose of the Inquisition to help or to conquer? Is its power secular, religious, diplomatic, martial, or all of those things to some degree? It's a game that acknowledges how unusual it is to have the amount of power that a player has as an RPG protagonist. It reconciles that personal power by making it indistinguishable from the institutional power of the organization you run. Your opinions become policy. That's how it functionally is most of the time with any RPG, but here it's narratively explicit in such a fun and robust way. The game even makes sure to stagger the growth of the organization over the division of the game's acts. The first act in Haven is as long as some other full games, 20 or 30 hours, building out your base of operations, getting to know your key team members, becoming comfortable with your role and the scope of the conflict. But all of this is just its own sort of introduction. The early days of the Inquisition, something to look back on later. That kind of scale of storytelling in an RPG is deeply satisfying. Everything about Haven is pretty much top-notch script work and dialogue design. The only problem is that the game part of the game doesn't start out taking place there. That part is in the hinterlands. The hinterlands are possibly the most truly boring environment ever put in a BioWare game.
They're so boring.
It's so ironic that after the claustrophobic repetitiveness of Dragon Age 2, Inquisition has the exact opposite problem. The structure of Inquisition's play spaces and quest design feels more reminiscent of BioWare's work building out the Old Republic MMO than either Origins or Dragon Age 2. These regions are vast in a meandering, unfocused way and filled with busy work quests to compensate. In an MMO, there's a need to justify the subscription fee with vast amounts of content and vast amounts of space. Ever since EverQuest, that's been the way it's been done. Single-player RPGs have traditionally been much more curated and focused. For MMOs, mechanical progression is much more of a point than narrative progression. People squeeze everything they can out of a zone to make their numbers go up by the largest amounts. That's the rhythm, that's the game. But what is really the point of making that the focus of a narrative RPG? Consider Fallout 3 and 4. Most of the rewards are mechanical, most of the exploration is driven by items and item crafting. The loop is rooted primarily in exploration that creates need for further exploration, a self-justifying perpetual motion machine. The story comes a distant second. Dragon Age 2 had almost no room for exploration and reused its environment so frequently that story was the only thing that could really motivate a player. Obviously, that's not ideal, but Inquisition's areas are largely so completely disconnected from the main story beats that it's hard to really reconcile this part of the game with the more focused, dramatically savvy part that I was talking about earlier. The most famous example of a time waster is Druffalo herding. Get the big guy back in his pen, receive paltry amounts of gold and experience. Is this a good use of your time as leader of the Inquisition? Is this a good expenditure of your limited time as a human on God's green earth? I mean, no, of course not. It's just a way to take a big empty part of the map and make it less empty so that there's some justification for it having been that large in the first place. Items you can find are less powerful and less impressive than the items you can craft, with very few exceptions. There's also a whole huge list of potions and potion upgrades. So the massive play areas can be populated with regenerating, randomly placed resource nodes. To get deep into the potion upgrades, for example, you need literally hundreds of elf root. You need to be picking up every elf root you find and growing some on the side to have enough. You'll need different kinds of cloth for light armors, leathers for medium armors, metals for weapons and heavy armors. You need to constantly be collecting small amounts of all sorts of different resources so that eventually you have enough of the resources you actually need. It is an endless grind where the rewards are intermittent and few. If in previous games it sometimes felt like combat was just a way of padding for time between dialogues, Inquisition has at least 3 systems that always feel that way. Side quests that you discover out and about in the open world segments do sometimes have interesting things to say or have plot value. My favorites are when those quests lead to recruiting agents or resources for the Inquisition. The Hinterlands even has some quests like that, even giving the player an opportunity to choose which sorts of resources for those followers to focus on. These kinds of quests tie the Hinterlands to Haven, bringing the 2 halves of the game together. But there's a lot of fetch quests and hunting quests, item collections that start with a line or 2 of dialogue or even less, and end the moment you'll fulfill the requirement with nothing learned, no follow-up, no thematic value, and like a few hundred points of whatever on a scale where you need thousands of points to do anything. What's particularly ironic about it is that if you dig a little deeper, there is actually a lot going on in terms of lore. It's just that you have to read the codex. The background and context of everywhere you go in Inquisition is explained in what is actually great detail, supposing you're paying enough attention to find the codex entries and then patient enough to read them right away. It didn't used to be that way. In Origins, the codex entries provided much greater background detail, but the essential context was still conveyed through dialogue and quest design. With Inquisition, the quests don't touch on the context the codexes provide hardly at all outside of some of the more produced and elaborate quests. Which is wild because the codex entries are so good for the most part. There's an opportunity here to learn more about the setting than ever before, but you need to basically sign up for the textbook guided walking tour to actually appreciate it. But hey, you can also ride a horse around this obstacle course. That's fun, always nice to horse around a little. It's not like every side quest in Origins was memorable or on point, but most of them actively work towards creating a sense of place, establishing some element of culture. When Inquisition released, there were articles that did great traffic advising people to just get the fuck out of the Hinterlands and break up the monotony of the game, trying out new regions before a player burns out entirely. Which is good advice, but not an actual fix. Not every region is as utterly bland as the Hinterlands, but they all share common activities and characteristics. Consider 2 common types of repeating puzzle: astrariums and shard hunting. Astrariums are actually cool as puzzles. You have to trace a constellation without doubling back over your path. As the regions get higher in level, the patterns become more complicated. I don't object to them at all as an activity, and I genuinely enjoy them most of the time. What feels kind of frustrating is their reward structure. If you unlock all the astrariums in a region, you unlock a hidden vault somewhere on the map. Because crafted items are so much better than found items, however, I almost never needed the items that I found there. They can be sold, but the amount you sell the items for is no more or less than their equivalent in rarity and item level. The stuff you find just lying around with no puzzle requirement whatsoever has equal monetary value. So you do all that work just for a small reward that has nothing really distinguishing it. No thematic value difference, no cash difference, just a couple hundred gold or even up to a couple thousand gold in a game where the items actually worth buying cost around 12,000 gold apiece. The astrariums are a completely serviceable idea that don't actually amount to very much. It fills the space of the game world and pads the player's time. It provides an okay reward, but nothing special that anyone would regret missing out on. Nothing that can't be surpassed by the process of bending down and picking up any and every random resource on the ground and stuck to the rocks. Learning about the constellations provides some interesting tidbits of lore in the codex, but nothing that transforms a player's understanding or anything like that. It feels right on the borderline of calling it a waste of time, because in a certain way, I did have an adequate amount of fun, and I was not overwhelmingly bored, so how was it really wasted? Was it more fun than sitting around in a dark room doing nothing? Sure, I guess. I chose to do this and paid money to do so. But it also didn't really matter if I did or didn't. It didn't matter to either my sense of narrative progression or my sense of mechanical progression. The literal definition of content for the sake of content. The shards are even crazier from an investment to reward standpoint. Most zones contain around a dozen shards to find, sometimes a few more, sometimes a few less. There are these little skull podiums where you can mark the shards on your map, and then there's minor jumping puzzles to accomplish trying to find some of them. It's a process with a lot of steps. There's one region called the Forbidden Oasis, which is completely oriented around a lost temple deep in the canyons. There's some minor side quests, but the region does not really have anything to do with the main narrative or the Corypheus threat, or a side plot, or a companion quest. The temple is the most important thing. That's where the shards are used, unlocking doors within the ancient temple to reveal tougher and tougher challenges. For beating these challenges, you get bonus points towards elemental resistances and a big pile of gold. If you find literally every single shard in the game, you unlock the final room, which contains a large pride demon and the final type of elemental resistance. It will take all game long to do this. There's no fast way to get all the shards. All for a minor mechanical advantage that's honestly very difficult to perceive in moment-to-moment play. According to the Steam achievement that tracks it, around 6.2% of players actually bother finishing this extensive collection quest. It's not like this doesn't happen in other BioWare games. Mass Effect 1, in particular, had tons of irritating collection quests with preposterous requirements and no meaningful reward. But with Inquisition, it's weirder. It's not just that the shard collection doesn't feel worth it, it's that a massive chunk of the game's overall world map is dedicated to it. The whole of the Forbidden Oasis and then portions of almost every other major region. If it can be said to reward curiosity at all, it is rewarding it only with a meager plus 20% resistance to cold, fire, nature, and electricity. There is no drama to that. There are no stakes. They are bonuses that, by the time you get all of them, are not even that useful for much longer. There are 3 desert regions, and only one of them is used for actual narrative content that goes somewhere. The absolute largest region in the game, the Hissing Wastes, is notable for also being the most completely devoid of meaning. The crazy part is that there's the setup for a great self-contained story there. This whole part of the world is the windswept, exposed former forest where the only dwarven thaig to ever be built on the surface once stood. It sort of tells the story of Paragon Ferial, fleeing a civil war in the Deep Roads that escalated using weapons he invented. But the most it actually tells is basically that summary. There was a war, he fled, he wished his sons the best. There are no established cultural differences between the surface thaig and the underground thaigs. The Hissing Waste is just sand and bullshit, with small treasure caves dotted across the preposterously large landscape. The region's dragon guards the final tomb and treasure chamber. It's a good fight, but pretty much identical to the other 9 dragons you can slay. The ultimate reward for completing the region is a fancy dagger. I don't use daggers. Only one of the 3 rogues specializes in, and that's Cole, my least favorite companion character. If I was playing a rogue, perhaps I'd feel differently. But what I do feel is a profound sense of disappointment realizing I was investing myself in something that was deeply reluctant to give me anything back. Not all zones are like this, but enough are. Inquisition was not subject to exactly the same kind of crunch that the second game had to endure, but the Frostbite engine it uses was developed for first-person shooters, and huge developmental resources had to be poured into making the tools that they needed to hammer the game into the shape of an RPG. In this way, I don't understand why the Hissing Wastes wasn't just abandoned and cut. A lot went into this map, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and that was all the hours and money they had, enough to manifest the desert into being, not enough to bring it adequately to life. Origins and Dragon Age 2 are full of these little dangling threads, things almost finished but not quite. Inquisition's dangling threads are just far larger and more prominent. I love Inquisition, I genuinely do, but really is a game where getting the best of it means making the best of it. Inquisition shines the brightest in 2 critical areas, main quest design and the cast of companions. It overperforms so much with these elements that it largely makes up for the frustratingly slight things out in the open world sections. Nearly every major mandatory quest is worth talking about. They're extremely high production, action-packed, and consequence-heavy. All of them are formatted as official actions of the Inquisition as a whole, massive movements of troops and resources. In charge of all of this is your War Council of 3 advisors, Leliana and Cullen, both returning after appearances in both previous games, and a new character named Josephine. Though Leliana and Cassandra are both co-founders of the Inquisition, Cassandra chooses to have a role out in the field at your side. Leliana remains behind as spy master. Knowing her backstory, this perfectly suits her. The dead divine Justinia was the same woman who saved her back in Leliana's song, and in her capacity as Hand of the Divine, she had to do some extremely shady and suspect things. Religion as a concept can exist as an exercise in values, but religion as an organization is always in some capacity an exercise in power. The part of Leliana that was so prominent in Origins, the bright and idealistic part that believes wholeheartedly in the goodness of the Chantry, has been much tarnished by her years serving the Divine. As she serves you and the Inquisition, she is constantly torn between what is right and what is expedient. She makes a most formidable spy master. In one of the first main quests in the game, a confrontation with a Tevinter Magister who serves Corypheus results in a magical malfunction that hurls the player a year into the future. And what a difference a year makes. The veil has been torn down, smashing the material plane and the Fade together, killing millions. Corypheus reigns triumphant. Red lyrium grows from every surface. Prisoners are not only being corrupted by it, they are being absorbed into it, living food for an evil mineral. Leliana is here in this future, gaunt and miserable. To survive this long, she had to give in to her worst, most hateful instincts. To provide you enough time to fix the magical error and prevent this bad timeline from happening, she is willing to fight to the death. This Leliana is a vision of her at her darkest, the most extreme hardening of her personality. It is meant to be a warning about her as much as it's a warning about Corypheus. If you want, you can let her become this person anyway. I did the first time I played, not realizing which choice made the difference between one version of her and the other. The hardened Leliana is fascinating, but to be true to the woman she was in Origins feels more dramatically satisfying, an arc that only works so well because of how close she comes to losing that self forever. I've never actually seen the mission where you choose the Templars instead of the mages. I can't abide by the Templars in Dragon Age 2, I find Anders too sympathetic, and so I always support the mages here in the third game as well. The Templar perspective is still well explored through Cullen, your military advisor and commander of your troops outside the primary adventuring party. Cullen is such a surprisingly good character as part of the main cast, not just in spite of having been in smaller roles before, but largely because of it. He has a long-lived experience within the cultures and conflicts of Thetis. His character arc is longer than this game alone, and he's written to take advantage of how unexplored his feelings are about everything that he's experienced. The torture he experienced in Origins at the hands of Uldred turned him angry and bitter, turned him towards support of Meredith during the Kirkwall rebellions. But Meredith's obvious cruelty and her corruption by the Red Lyrium made him realize how much he had swung away from his core values, away from his desire and duty to protect the innocent. In the Inquisition, he is confronted with an open path where he can be who he wants to be, but how far to push it, how much to give. Cullen is an uncommonly nuanced look at the expectations of duty and sacrifice, at the masculine pressure to conform and perform until the self is invisible. He has spent all his life trying and failing to do the right thing. The Inquisition is a chance for him to finally choose better for himself. While a spy master and a general are familiar roles to previous Dragon Age activities, the new character, Josephine Montilier, represents the new kind of power you'll wield within the game, diplomatic influence. Someone has to coordinate between your allies, mitigate the actions and damages of your enemies, kneel before nobles, and stand above rivals. When you first arrive in Orlais, the Inquisition, and you particularly, are an object of curiosity and scorn. The only thing people know for certain is that you represent change, and change is never good for everyone. It becomes clear right away that secrets and swords will not get you very far in the entrenched power structure. You need to change your reputation, to become indispensable. That's what Josephine needs as well. Her house, the Montiliers, are a declining house not allowed to operate within Orlais proper after getting beaten at the game rather badly 100 years ago. Her ambitions for herself are realized through support of your ambitions for the Inquisition. She and the organization come up together or fall together. It makes her trustworthy and ruthlessly effective. Her personality is incredibly well-crafted and performed, vividly likable. She gives the impression of being the hardest working out of the three, always on the clock and spinning many plates. Cumulatively, the War Council stands in for all the different kinds of leverage an organization like the Inquisition can wield within the world. Those first steps at Haven are introductory, tentative. You have to fall and rise again to truly become the stuff of legends. That fall comes at the moment of first victory. Once you've recruited either the Templars or the Mages, settling that conflict in an oddly indirect way where the losers lose all free will and future within the narrative simply by virtue of not being chosen, the remaining faction will help you seal the breach in the sky. During the celebrations, Corypheus descends on Haven. He's got a blighted dragon under his control, though notably this does not trigger another full blight. The Darkspawn are only a very occasional enemy within the game of Inquisition, shelving a lot of the plot lines around them in the Blight until Veilguard picks them up again and runs with them. Instead, corrupted humans and demons are the supernatural foes arrayed against you. I'm glad that Corypheus has a kind of distinct portfolio as a villain this way. My only real complaint about Corypheus is that there isn't enough of him. He's such a unique being within the lore, and he's such an insufferably pompous asshole, which is a genuinely winning combination for any antagonist. He appears so infrequently compared to what you spend the bulk of the game actually doing. There are scenes with him here, at the climax, and at the quest right before the climax. That's all you get. And even then, you don't get to have much of a genuine dialogue with him either, no long question and answer session. Inquisition is full of paired mirror characters like Cullen and the Red Templar leader Samson. Corypheus is meant to be your mirror, your equal in power. But you're out collecting elf root most of the time, and his phone goes straight to voicemail. A genuinely absentee villain when you consider the structure of the game and the timing of the hours spent within it. The destruction of Haven is honestly one of my least favorite main quests. Its best moment is the end, the transition to the main phase of the game. You willingly sacrifice yourself so everyone can escape by bringing down an avalanche on the town of Haven with the invading army still swarming in the ruins. You're far behind everyone else, weak, wounded, lost in the storm. It's a tense, dramatic moment where the Inquisition could be either saved or defeated. It's impossible to determine which until you catch up with them, which you fall farther and farther behind from until you collapse. But you are discovered. Of course, you're the main character after all. The sequence that follows, a song of hope rises from the camp at night, and on that high note of optimism, Solus leads you to a castle long abandoned called Skyhold. It's scenic, exciting, emotional, genuinely cinematic storytelling, as effective as the Battle of Ostagar in establishing the tone of the conflict to come. Skyhold is falling to pieces as you move into it, but there's energy and optimism among all the followers. The first thing that happens is that you are finally and officially declared the leader of the Inquisition. Your willingness to sacrifice on your people's behalf has made them love you, and now you will lead them on the long journey to victory. None of this, one might note, is dark fantasy. It's not even really low fantasy. This is rousing, colorful, high fantasy. Even though you can play as a relatively authoritarian and bloodthirsty Inquisitor, the tone of the game bends over and over again towards optimism. It's not that things won't be hard or complex or move through moral gray areas, it's that on the other side of all these obstacles is the suggestion of a better world and a better life for everyone. Low fantasy would never envision an organization as effective and positive as the Inquisition. It would be plagued with much more doubt, beset by much more self-serving graft and moral corruption. Dark fantasy would never let you accumulate so many impressive victories as you rack up, let alone allow it to happen through the power of friendship, as so often happens in one way or another. A good window through which to view the options available to characterize the Inquisition is by looking at the judgments available at Skyhold. Minor villains of all stripes, from both the open-world areas and the main plot quests, are hauled in front of your customizable throne to submit to the authority of the Inquisitor. There's always a merciful option for a light punishment, and always a violent and retributive punishment, and an ironic punishment, usually, all roughly mapping to the three primary personality styles established by the Dragon Age 2 dialogue wheel. Often, there's also a fourth option, sometimes more, based off of a special requirement. You can, for example, upgrade the Inquisition when your influence points reach certain large thresholds. You can get mechanical bonuses, but you can also gain institutional knowledge, which adds dialogue options in situations like these. There's knowledge of secrets and spycraft, knowledge of politics and religion, stuff like that. These special options often twist the situation to your advantage in a stronger way than the primary options. So you can choose according to how you conceive your Inquisitor to act, choose according to the greatest advantage, or choose to please companions who will approve or disapprove of whatever verdicts you render. There's a lot of avenues through which a player can express themselves and their preferences for how heroically the story is told. What does not change is the fundamental nature of the conflicts. These same villains will always be the villains. Your side will always be the more just and more justified, no matter how many people you happen to behead in the process. Dark fantasy is so much about failure and disempowerment that it can't thrive in this sort of environment. Origins itself often struggled against the genre by having you triumph so often, but the victories in Origins were usually much smaller and more balanced with the broader problems beyond your control. With Inquisition, you explicitly sit on the throne. You have the power. You have the mandate. How you use that power may not change the genre, but it will change the world just the same, judgment by judgment, conflict by conflict. Cassandra Pendergast, as a founder of the Inquisition, is a perfect way to illustrate that just because the storytelling is more optimistic does not mean that it is any less complex. Cassandra is one of my all-time favorite companions in the franchise, similar to Leliana in Origins, but extremely distinct when it comes down to personality. Cassandra, as portrayed in Dragon Age 2, is a little one-note, zealous, aggressive, severe, which is certainly part of who she is, professional and uncompromising when things are important, but it's not at all the whole of who she is. Cassandra's arc is all about the gap between her genuine beliefs and the institutions that she's supported all her life, how to reconcile the two. Soon after reaching Skyhold, Varric comes to you and lets you in on the fact that he actually does know where the champion of Kirkwall has been and wants to arrange a meeting. When Cassandra finds out, she absolutely flips her shit. Varric spent an entire game misleading her and obfuscating the truth. It's understandable that she's pissed. But when she reflects on it, she realizes that if she had been honest with Varric, Varric might have been honest with her. She had misrepresented herself as well, in a way, coming across as an authoritarian when, in fact, she's much more of an idealist. Her organization, the Seekers, is what's left of the original Inquisition that formed hundreds of years ago. There are actually a ton of conversations you have with several different characters about the First Inquisition, why it succeeded, how it dissolved, the ways that power became fragmented into other things. First it became the Seekers, and then the Templars themselves, which is a hefty legacy, suggesting that what you have built might itself send echoes into the centuries yet to come. The Seekers, however, have been co-opted and corrupted by Corypheus. Seeker Lucius, a former colleague, has been persuaded that this world is broken beyond repair and must be destroyed. A big part of his disillusionment is coming to understand what the Seekers have done, including to their own members. The process of becoming a tranquil, where mages are cut off from the Fade and lose all emotion and personality, was invented by the Seekers. They do it to every member, just a little, yanking them back at the last moment before the process becomes irreversible. Every Seeker is broken down utterly and remade in a way that suits the Order. In order to maintain social control, the Seekers unleashed a major ill on the world, a tool of abuse and coercion that led directly to the civil war in Kirkwall and Anders' radicalization during those years. Cassandra, as a true believer, does not shy away from her guilt in having participated and boosted that system. She tries to reckon with it. Androstrianism has been the best thing in her life. It has given her comfort, it has given her purpose, yet she can no longer ignore the ways in which it has hurt people. Being open to criticism and pushback makes for genuinely amazing conversations and role-playing opportunities. Not the opportunity to make a big choice and change everything, but the opportunity to state your own opinion on these things within the world and have them be considered by someone who cares deeply. Cassandra wants to rebuild the Seekers, to take the broken pieces and put them back together in a shape that better suits her understanding of what could be. It's remarkable to see what is obviously a stand-in for Christian Catholic monotheism being used this way within the fiction. The story portrays Androstrianism and its political branches as complicated and often cruel, but through people like Cassandra, it's also able to articulate why that worldview can have comforts, what draws people to those kinds of certainties. A true zealot would have turned a blind eye. Cassandra admits that Lucius was, to a degree, correct. The Chantry is a system of political power and social restriction that hurts much more often than it helps. It keeps secrets and holds grudges. It takes everything from those deemed unworthy. But these truths contradict the idealistic possibilities contained in the scripture itself, tarnish the impulse to make oneself a better person in the image of Andraste and the Maker. Cassandra can't ever fix everything, but she can try to live her truth by becoming a force for reform, by refusing to run away from guilt, by refusing to repeat the lies that have hurt so many for so long. There's a conversation where she talks about how she admires the Inquisitor for this kind of fearlessness. She is not the main character, but she finds that main character energy aspirational. Her contradictions and her regrets make her feel very real. They give color and definition to her characterization. She even makes up with Varric in the most hilarious way. Varric wrote, a few years back, what he considers to be his worst book, a pulp romance novella inspired by Aveline's love story in Dragon Age 2. Cassandra is obsessed with it. It teases out her most unguarded feelings about how love should win and justice should prevail. Varric agrees to write a sequel just for her, with the condition that he gets to give it to her. Cassandra is very clearly embarrassed by this slightly girlish, naive side of her, but it's a strong vein of her personality, and it runs deep.
I'm back.
Pulp romance speaks to her beliefs about how life ought to be. That even if the impulse is naive, the world should be kind to the lovers, the dreamers, and her. Even if it's not dark fantasy, this is still a world with a lot of moral gray areas. Cassandra can be counted on, absolutely, to follow her moral compass through them to the other side, where a better world might be waiting. If you're going to be founding the most powerful political organization in Thetis, that's exactly the kind of person you want holding the reins. The cast is balanced in such a way, however, that no one voice speaks for everyone. Each personality has its opposite represented in some way or another. Sarah, for example, is a city elf who has absolutely no respect for any kind of authority or religion whatsoever. I sometimes struggle to enjoy Sarah because she's so sarcastic and dismissive, but I think she's better that way than a more moderated version of her would turn out. All of this serious, big consequence politicking and adventuring needs some kind of a foil, and Sarah provides that. She even ties into Origins in a funny way. There was a mysterious item delivery side quest where you had to deliver an unopened box to the Friends of Red Jenny.
What did you say?
Well, here's Red Jenny.
Hang on 1 second, I'm reading something.
Sarah leads an underground network of servants.
I said I'm fixing to smoke.
What I'm doing now, using my pipe, that motherfucker hit.
Yes! He has a Blue Sky account. Fuck yes. Okay. We still playing Rivals?
Yeah. You ready?
Okay. Let me smoke and then we can. Okay.
Okay. You gotta talk faster, bro. I'm sorry.
It's fine. That means I have like a minute to smoke. It's fine.
The right heroes could make all the
Yeah,
difference.
that's plenty of time, right?
You don't have
Let's
to be a
make this.
witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
I wanna give what it's so dear, John. Ah, fuck.
Magneto raised me to never stop fighting.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Bring that motherfucking ass here.
Hey, I saw that turret thing you do. How much you want for it? Not for sale. What, are you kidding? Everything's for sale. Maybe for other people, not for me.
I can assume what that snap is.
It's what?
I said I can assume what that snap was.
Yes, it's just smoking.
Was it a good one?
3,
I mean,
1.
wasn't bad.
You have to stop them from securing the
But it
mission
wasn't good
area.
either. Okay.
No, not really.
Anything that increases my firepower, I like.
I sent it to my girlfriend as well, so they also seen it.
Now, a disappearing act. You're not going anywhere. What a pair we make. I hope you can forgive me something.
Damn. He did a lot of fucking damage.
To me?
No, Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, if the Winter Soldier hits you, you're probably dead if he hits you again. He only takes like, wait, he only takes like 2, maybe 3 shots.
My work here is not done. You can always count on me. Now, a disappearing act.
Yeah, fuck right there.
My fate isn't sealed yet.
I am armed and dangerous!
Ready for a boost?
I am ready to put on a show.
I am much better.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Really, guys? Can I get some fucking healing? That's all I'm asking. Seriously?
I won't make the same mistakes again.
Why do I always have to play the support? Sometimes I want to do damage. This is what happens when I don't play support. We lose.
My Venom tried it. He got his ass beat. I gave him the 19 inches of Venom.
Sorry, I wish that was me.
Subjects are tenacious. I'll give them that. Stand down!
Namor's creatures are no longer a threat.
I'll patch you up.
Feeling
Your
stronger.
powers are mine!
You don't want to become like me.
Might actually be a way.
He stopped him in their tracks.
My way!
Namor's got evil squids now. Seriously?
I just sniped those motherfuckers from all the way back here.
I seen that shit.
Fall back and regroup.
I need your help.
Deserves some attention.
You are under my spell. Goodbye for now.
Damn.
Feeling stronger already.
What the fuck is he doing?
Fallout 76 has a new event for Valentine's Day. I might have to check that out.
I am ready to put on a show.
So what? No.
I said Fallout 76 has a new event for Valentine's Day that came out today.
Some sort of squids? Great. Armed and dangerous! I'm dragging my way!
Damn it, I didn't mean to hit the tank. I was trying to hit the Loki.
Heal?
Better stop that vehicle!
Of the deed have been dealt with.
What a pair! Our bolts have found us.
I'll patch you up.
Goodbye. For now. I need your help.
You stop them in their tracks!
Healing spell. Like a door with a little elder.
Go back to whatever sea cave you...
That's barking! Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the anthem!
My work here is not done.
Ugh.
Only 60 seconds left.
Show's over. Nameless
God
creatures
damn.
are no longer a threat. Now, a disappearing act.
I am ready to put on a show. Down to 30 seconds.
Gotta hold on!
I am
You better get a look behind.
Goodbye.
The final 10 seconds.
Goodbye.
Really, guys? Ugh.
armed and dangerous! Some ranged firepower.
My work here is not done.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the amplifier!
Stand down! This is my way!
You're not going anywhere. Ah, that's good.
Don't mind me!
You are under my spell.
Okay! I'll patch you up!
Nameless, someone to say goodbye. For now. Feeling stronger already.
Only 60 seconds left.
I need your help.
I am ready to put on a show.
Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the amplifier!
These things are even more heavily armed than I am.
God damn.
My work here is not done.
The final 10 seconds. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Good shit.
Another
Oh, yeah.
epic victory. Big win.
Good shit.
This was my first game on him.
He's good.
Damn, I had 22,000 damage.
God damn. And 11.
I guess shit.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
How you doing today, Bubble? It's been a
The
minute.
multiverse offers endless possibilities, but only if it
30 seconds
survives
before you
this
attack.
chaos.
Get ready.
Hey, I saw that turret thing you do. How much you want for it?
Not for sale.
What, are you kidding? Everything's for sale.
Maybe for other people, not for me.
Hey, 1 second.
Hey, mind if I join you, pal?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How you doing today?
All you need to do is capture the mission.
I'm playing Marvel Rivals with a friend of mine, and I am...
Everybody knows who I am now.
You have been here very often.
Very often? No, I've been here for years, dog. What do you mean?
I'm literally just standing behind them holding my R2 button.
Motherfucker's name is Tupac is in Cuba.
Yo.
Howdy.
Loyal clan.
We're playing Rivals currently, but we can switch to whatever.
I was enjoying Rivals.
Yeah, well, I'll go to Rivals.
It's up to you. I'm fine with whatever.
At least I'll give it a little try.
My work here is
Have you played any Grounded, by the way?
Not really. Not since a few weeks ago. I tried to start playing it. I tried to start doing a solo run. I got through the hedge, and then I don't know. I felt like under-motivated. I feel like I'd seen too much of the game to want to know what's out there, but hadn't done anything in the game at the same time. I don't know. I just could not find the momentum to keep playing it.
That did the trick. Double KO. I hope you can forgive me sometime.
Good. I really wish you would. It's very good.
Yeah, I've just been trying.
Why can't I hit this fucking package?
Yes, I do, Bubbles. I have a partner, and I have another girlfriend as well.
My work here is
Currently.
not done.
Baldur's Gate for the first time.
Oh, see, now I'm getting killed.
How do I join you guys?
Oh, we're in a match.
Again! Again! Again!
This is real firepower!
Reborn from the chaos.
I bought a bong the other day.
Nice. What's it look like?
It's very small. Like, it's just very simple glass bong. There's no...
Reborn from the chaos.
Maybe it's kind of modern looking. It's very small. It's more of a bubbler. Yeah, my partner's gonna stop smoking weed, and because if she's gonna stop, she was the reason why I was rolling joints, because she would smoke them as well, and wanted it that way. If she's gonna stop, I don't need to smoke joints anymore, which means it's just like more efficient and easier for me to hit a bong once.
Fair enough.
Just like a simpler. So much simpler.
I also hate magic.
I have a friend that's really fucking good on magic.
I don't get like enough response from this game to know like what is going on at any given moment in the fights that I'm in. Squirrel girl, who are you, Squirrel girl?
Right! Enemy ahead.
I won't make the same mistakes again. Shields up!
This is real firepower!
Disappear! Down to 30 seconds!
God damn, this motherfucker does some damage.
Yeah, magic has 17 kills, by the way.
The final 10 seconds!
Yeah.
I'm actually fine with losing this. I don't want to have to make Dad wait another like 15 minutes.
I just don't want to deal with this magic no more.
I've stopped moving. Okay, we're done. We're on our way.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
I am actually going to pack up all as well, since we can smoke while you join. Tupac is in Cuba? What?
You didn't notice that was in there?
We have to go get him. The world needs him now.
I'm not going to Cuba.
That'd make a good buddy cop movie. Go rescue Cuba. I mean, go rescue Tupac in Cuba. Fucking Kevin Hart and Ice-T.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that already a movie? Fucking
What?
Fucking Ride Along, I think it's called.
I think.
Nothing's original anymore.
Nope.
So, how did your 50 series search go?
Well, right now I have, like, I guess about a dozen, like, 2 or 3 different versions of the 2 cards across 3 stores. So it's probably about 12 different stock notifications set up.
Okay.
I never saw the buy button on any of the listings I've seen. You know, it has all been just like out of stock. Because I feel like they just released barely any of these things.
I've heard the term paper launch. It's like theoretically available. Like,
yeah.
I told you so. Like shit. I bet they only
yeah.
produce like maybe 5,000 of them. If he fucking feels like not.
Yeah,
literally.
it's kind of so it's kind of like a faux thing, but you know, we'll feel it out. See.
I'm in no rush.
See what happens. Yeah, I mean, the other thing I would say is if you're like, you know, don't let consider, I'm supplementing this. I came in to like serve as like a line of credit here, basically.
Basically, yeah.
But like, don't lose sight of the fact that we had purchased the 4090,
80,
and then like, if was that the one I initially?
It was a 4080 Super.
A 4080 Super, and then like, I don't know. I mean, I definitely canceled it out of frustration for wanting to get just the idea that they would replace it. But if, that option still exists, and maybe that option becomes more... Those options still exist, and maybe they become more reasonable.
I don't know, man. I think the best GPU on the market currently is the 4080 Super. Like, that's the best bang for your buck until, at the very least, 5070 in, like, a few weeks.
Apparently the 5080 is a bit of a dud in terms of...
Yeah, and the 90 has a few problems, but I'm kind of hoping they iron the fuck out. I've heard one of them is the PCIe 5 slot is wonky. Let's put it like that. I haven't heard of any fires, though, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, well...
That is definitely a bong. Absolutely a bong.
Well, that was it. And that was... But the whole thing is like literally the size of a banana. It stands up on its own. But I also feel like I can do it inside without much concern. Because it's literally...
It doesn't keep burning.
It doesn't keep burning. It doesn't leave like a ton of ash behind.
It takes me about 3 months to fully fill up my ashtray.
Alright, are we gonna try to play a game?
Trippy's the host.
Is everybody here?
Yeah.
I was taking a spin. I didn't know.
Oh.
My bad. I didn't know. My bad.
It's okay. I may be. I'm not familiar with the game enough to not know I wasn't doing something.
No, there's no readying up. It's the host.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've mostly been focused. Like, maybe I'll get back to Grounded at some point. I also, like, I never played Phantom Liberty, and I bought it. And I keep staring that down.
I'm putting off playing Cyberpunk because of the GPU thing.
But I'm, like, pretty focused right now on just, like, I should get through Baldur's Gate. I need to finish it.
You do. It's very good. Especially if you're doing an evil game or a Dark Urge, you said?
I've resisted the urge.
Are you in Act 3 yet?
Yeah. So like I know up to knowing that I'm a ball spawn, that I have to essentially usurp Orin as the chosen, but still like I have no interest in serving the god.
Cool.
I don't know. I'm like kind of more in it.
Ah, fuck no.
I don't know. That's where I am with it. I've resisted the urge.
Have
so
you
far.
killed Orin?
Orin's abducted the person. I haven't fought her yet. I don't really know which of the things to do first. Like.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
What are your options?
3, 2, 1.
Well, I've been. They're telling me to blow up the.
Factory.
The factory. There's this thing called the Iron Throne, which I just know about from some stuff I found, but I've heard people talking about it. Like
I will give you a very serious warning with the Iron Throne. You are on a very strict time limit when you go there. You have like 3 minutes. So save before you go into a submarine. I'll tell you that.
Well, so there's the Iron Throne, there's the factory, there's Orin.
Wait, we don't have any support, do we? Oh, good God.
Fucking Christ. Okay, I'm switching. Good Lord.
Light can heal and light can harm. Same with me.
Yeah, that's why I'm feeling so squishy.
I think his name is Big Meat.
Oh, I have like no health. I didn't realize that's like the thing. Okay.
Yeah, you're very squishy. You're meant to like teleport behind him and get behind him.
Yeah, both they fucking supports and came up in here.
Okay. I didn't do anything to him. They just left, no. I would like to know as well, what kind of person just comes in and just randomly says that? Is this how women streamers feel? Fuck. I'm literally just trying to play Marvel Rivals and I'm over here getting hit on.
What happened?
They're still here? I don't see them in the viewer list.
They've almost got it.
I assumed that, they came in and said hi, and then they very quickly followed that up with, "Do you have a girlfriend?"
What the hell?
I'm like, what?
Yes.
I said yes, and technically I have another one too.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
You ain't gotta add that, H.
I do though. It's important.
My time to shine.
Yeah, technically I have to.
Oh, Dad, another thing that happened is
yeah, technically I have to, and the other.
I adopted 2 cats.
Mm-hmm.
Clove got them for the Valentine's Day and for their birthday, which is this month.
Did you get one cat for Valentine's Day and the other cat for their birthday?
Well, technically, but like, they are a brother and sister, and we got one, and we noticed it was getting kind of depressed, so we went back and got its brother. They were at the same shelter, so we got them both now, and they're happy now. They're fine. And while we were there today, I adopted a dog. I'm picking it up Wednesday.
Whoa, all
That's
a lot.
That is a lot, but like, I was getting lonely, and I wanted reasons to go outside my fucking house.
The battle starts in 5.
That is a good thing.
3.
Like, I have a playground at the end of my apartment complex that my dog would love, I assume. I would love to go there and just run with him. His name is currently Harvey, and he's 55 pounds. And he looks a lot like Buddy.
Name him Dave.
I'm gonna name him Donut.
We need to capture this one before we lose this mission.
Missionary is yours. My time to shine.
Doctor Strange.
A foam of life.
On the move again.
Also, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes out tomorrow. And I am really excited about that.
What is that game?
It's the RPG set in medieval history.
Control lost. My time to shine.
You would like the first one. It regularly goes on sale for like $5. And it's like really long and really good. And it actually teaches you about history.
AJ, how much sand do you have?
What?
How much sand do you have?
Don't ask me that question. You won't like the answer.
Please tell me.
1700.
And how much damage do you?
Almost 3,000.
Oh, nice.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Against the world! Everybody needs a pencil. Or a dagger.
You can't fight me, so don't even try.
We are undefeatable!
Don't you?
I ain't afraid, but I ain't dumb either. We're outnumbered.
Damn it!
Get in here, y'all.
The game won.
Feeling stronger, old friends. I'm back to shed some light. Well, you can't expect to do them all.
Who the fuck said Vetstorm got some dusty farts?
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
Oh, another good thing. It's not for like another week and a half, but John Oliver is coming back for like his 12th season. I'm excited about that.
Who the fuck is that?
They're like
late night host who does comedy.
late night host.
Powered by chaos, but I'm
Talks about
Steve
politics a
Harvey.
lot.
order to the universe.
30 seconds before you
so
It's on
attack.
HBO.
Ready?
It's on HBO.
I'll put it to you this way.
Arthur,
my favorite story he's ever done was relatively recently, and it involves our Supreme Court justices. One of them, Clarence Thomas, takes hilarious bribes, like just straight up bribes, and John Oliver offered him $1 million every year for the rest of his life, and a very, very fancy RV. Because he loves RVs. Like, he has an entire 60 Minutes interview where he's just talking about his RV in his RV.
He offered him that for what?
Oh, for him to step down.
For him to step down. Just stop working. Just
Like-
to resign.
Did he?
No. Fuck no. God, no. It would have been hilarious if he did. But no. God, no.
First mission area is yours to capture now.
Did he?
I'll put it to you this way. You ever see Boondocks?
Yeah, I love me.
You know the really racist black guy that hates black people?
Yeah, Uncle Rick.
Yeah, he's that.
Uncle Ruckus, my
He's that.
I won't make the same mistakes again.
Fuck you, got mine kind of guy.
Mission area is
Except, you know,
yours.
deciding
I like
300
that right
million
there.
people's lives instead of just, you know, kissing white people's ass in the suburbs.
I hope you can
Did I
forgive
fall
me.
off the side there? How did they move that?
Probably.
There's a cave in there?
Yes.
can always count on me.
Oh yeah?
Goodbye.
Two primal forces merged as one. Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me.
Now, a disappearing act.
Hey,
To capture more than half the mission area. Keep going. That's it. Us against the world. Goodbye. For now. Sorry, you chose the wrong side, Clint.
I'm dead here.
Damn, he got you both? Come on, guys.
I knew I was there. He just panicked off it because he was getting hurt to that running.
I just wanted to keep the group back.
It's like an excuse though.
Be right there. Feeling stronger already.
I am ready to put on a show!
Damn.
You'll have to keep fighting until
God!
you have a winner.
What? The fuck just happened?
He just duped you and got that fucking 4K.
What the fuck? That was all 6 of it. My ult, if it hits you, it disintegrates you. It instantly kills you. Our Loki copied my ult and me and just got every single one in one go. He killed 6 people with one ult.
4. I mean 5.
No, I seen everyone.
Yeah, the tank was already dead.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
How do you get critical hit rates? Critical hits.
Once more, just like the old days.
You mean back when you used children as weapons in your crusade against mankind?
You make me sound like a terrible father when you put it like that.
Fucking Star Wars voice actor is just not it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I like hanging around Groot because he gets me. Don't mind me, incoming. I'm just dying.
You're not going anywhere. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
That did not just fucking miss.
Fuck you. I just got 4 in a row, baby.
You're quite welcome. Woo! I never miss.
Don't get caught in that because he leaves around after images of you that he can shoot and damage you with.
Incoming. Get in there.
That's better.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
He's gonna try it.
I am ready to put
Fucking baited the
just
Luna.
wanted everything.
Yeah, I baited him. I got the Luna really low.
You're not going anywhere. That's better.
does she do so much damn damage?
What a pair we make.
Someone scratch my back.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
You're welcome.
That's better.
You'll go safe. Enjoy the amplifier.
Oh, let's go! Let's go. I got 4 of them right there. I better get MVP.
Yeah, you probably got MVP.
I'm gonna be pissed if I didn't. Like, that's uninstall the game worthy.
You got 21 kills.
Insulting.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Oh, it was a low.
Unacceptable, although he did get that 6 piece. And he also didn't die.
He got 6. Yeah, honestly,
yeah, see, he got 6. I told you. Look at his medals.
Yeah, I really only got 5 of them.
No, he got all 6 at once. That was a good game.
That was a good game.
I'm actually gonna save that and upload it because it was really nice. You don't see 6 hexakill very often.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not
He's still in Overwatch.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic.
Just because the game is piss easy.
But it does help.
No, it's not. You get on there and get my dog. Come on. One game. See how it goes.
I've watched entire realities consumed
30
by
seconds
chaos.
before you attack.
I won't
Get
let that
ready.
happen again.
You can't have my new arm, Rocket. I'll make it with your while, Bucky. Go on, name your price. 1 raccoon skin hat. Yikes. I mean, technically I ain't a raccoon, but something tells me I should push my luck.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Doom has overreached. Must correct him.
This nightmare has Zola's fingerprints all over it.
Ooh, an unpleasant visage to be sure. Relay deployed! It ain't cheap!
That thing you just placed, Dad, is a respawn thing, by the way. Needs to be a little bit closer up to the point.
But don't let it get seen. If it gets destroyed, it's a 45-second timer.
Double KO! The end has come. But just for you. You're not going anywhere. Mission area is yours.
Success is ours. Now, a disappearing act. Under my spell. Show's over.
Can I heal myself with this thing?
Yes. Aim it at the ground.
Okay,
My work here is not done.
that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, but just shoot it at your feet and then I'll heal you.
Goodbye.
Keep capturing them.
what is my ult do?
Damage boost.
Or like an area effect damage boost?
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it.
Control lost.
I had 8 health for the longest time. I was holding them all. Assemble!
My work here is not done.
It's kind of still crazy to me that we waited like 15 fucking years to hear Captain America say that.
Hey, T! Enjoy the amplifier! What's this?
Still feels good, honestly.
Yeah, except it needs to be the actual actor for Captain America saying it.
Dude, no way they're getting fucking Chris Evans. None.
You get Chris Evans to say it. These are funny jokes, too.
I mean, yeah, but his fee is probably like the entire budget of the fucking voice actor.
Wow.
Like, you have to remember, the people they already got to voice them are some of the best of the best.
That's a Scarlet Witch.
Okay, Spider-Man is voiced by Yuri, who is playing the Insomniac Spider-Man.
Yeah, PlayStation Spider-Man.
Troy Baker, I don't remember who he is, but I know Troy Baker's in here.
Magneto
I know,
raised me to never stop
I remember that
fighting
name.
for what I believe is right.
I need to look up the voice actors, because it's gonna drive me crazy.
I'm gonna try him correct. I feel like they need to give
Before you attack. Get
Josh
ready.
Keaton, Liam O'Brien, Nolan North, Troy Baker, James Arnold Taylor, James Mathis
Arnold
III,
I know
Cassandra
exactly
Lee
how you
Morris,
It's not my fault an Egyptian god
Scott
was
Porter,
possessed by
Yuri
blood.
Lowenthal,
Tells me he deserves
Sally
his righteous
Amaki,
vengeance.
Kate Higgins,
So maybe not exactly.
and a few others.
The
But
battle
like,
starts in 5,
those are some fucking
4,
huge names in
3,
video game voice
2,
acting.
1. All you need to do
You
is
will not
capture the
find a
mission
gamer
area.
that doesn't know
Got
who
it?
the fuck Troy Baker is, for example.
You guys are actually
Yeah, that name's too familiar.
my imagining this.
He's in everything. If it's a AAA video game in like the last 10 years, he's probably in it in some way. Especially if the protagonist is a white guy.
You have an Aaron, dude.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
As heels.
Much better.
Armed and born to the chaos.
Control lost.
A disappearing act.
Stronger together. Bring on the chaos.
Better hit a good all here, bro.
Double kill. That's 3.
This was inevitable.
Your god is suffering.
Oh no, I got eaten by this thing.
Yes.
It took me over the edge.
Well, there goes our teammate.
It's fine, I'm still alive. I dodged it.
Yeah, I think.
Keep capturing more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Be right there.
Control lost.
Enjoy healing spell.
I know health pack.
I'm trying. I don't know where the health packages are on this map.
I have 6,666 damage. This dude is next level. His name is I Love My Girlfriend, and then her name. Like, damn. Like that, bro.
Dude, you're like one step below that. You don't get to talk.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I don't make it known like that. I ain't like that.
Dude, you don't do the literal naming, but how often was your club name in Apex something that identically matched there?
Yikes!
My club name was only ever Love, like L-U-V, and then...
It was some bunch of numbers.
It was 1105, which is my birth date.
I don't remember that. Okay.
I don't remember what all of them were myself, but like.
My fate isn't sealed yet. I'm magic, and this is my soul.
How did that miss?
Man, I just never feel. I feel like I can't kill anybody.
We can't. It's 1-1. But that's
well,
okay.
It doesn't help that you're the only support on the team. So
we started off with 2.
And we have only 1 now.
Also pressure triangle whenever we start fighting for the point.
Do you want to switch unlimited ammo? Do you want to switch, or would you like me to switch?
30 seconds before you attack.
Which?
Oh shit! I can climb the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah, you can, but the controls are weird.
Yeah, they're not good.
Do you want to play a support, or do you want me to, Trippy? We need 2.
If these worlds come apart, countless people will die. I must stop it.
Because I'm not gonna do nothing on Mantis. I'm gonna be honest. There's too many people.
4, 3.
I'm still learning Invisible Woman right now,
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
but she's not that hard. So.
Science and faith. Of course they can coexist.
Help! So cold. Get ready. Here come the bad guys. The mission area is yours to capture. Double KO. That's 3.
See, I'm fucking helpful.
My time to shine.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
Capture the mission area. So cold. Us against the world. We are undefeatable.
I get it now.
Again!
Let's get into some good trouble.
Bitch, what you thought this was?
You just spawn camp or respawning Mantis? What did you just do to that Mantis?
She respawned and then I just fucking killed her again.
We better test this out.
They come behind you.
Thank you. Victory belongs to Wakanda. Good God.
This Karate Kid thing just destroyed me.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, I don't know any of these characters.
He's a Karate Kid thing.
Yeah, whatever. That's what he was. Some kid came through swinging.
Hurricane incoming.
Okay, incoming. Oh, it's just like free. God damn. You go back out there, I'm gonna have ult, and then you're gonna hear armed and dangerous. And you're gonna hear okay. And hear it again.
Why was I in that? I hit the button.
Yeah, like karate, he's just blowing.
Yeah, Iron Fist is crazy.
Slightly.
Like, he doesn't even have to walk. His character doesn't even walk. It's just like Tekken on roller skates.
Yeah, he's like side shifted. But that game was so fun.
It was fine.
You
can't win them all.
We went to that.
And to be fair, the Jeff deserves that. He got like most of us with that ult at least once. Got me with it like 3 fucking times. We can always switch games if you want. How you doing, Silent? How have you been? I ain't heard from you in a minute. Just in time to smoke. Just been busy? I feel it. If you have time, make sure you stop by when I'm live on Wednesday. I'm gonna have a dog. I'll show you my new dog. Just got the Guardians of the Galaxy game. That's a really good game. I loved that.
That game is old.
Oh, am I the host?
Nah, it's me. You said you was about to smoke, so I didn't want to kill us.
Oh, it's fine. You can if you want. Oh, I do have an ad. Never mind. I do have an ad. It's 3 minutes. Long enough for a smoke break.
I'm sparking.
Fuck, I was gonna say something. Now I don't remember. Oh, where did you come from, princess? You were nowhere to be seen just a second ago. Okay. I have a visitor. No, don't get on my desk. Hey, no. No, no. Over here. Good girl. Okay, I'm ready when you are, Trippy. This is one of the cats that I got. My partner wanted a cat, so we went to the shelter and we found this one. We went back today and got her brother. So we now have 2 cats. The one on my lap is Mocha, and the one with Cloven there is Latte. Get off of my desk. You're not getting on my desk.
Are you allergic to cats?
I am, yes.
The shit we do for love.
Luckily, at least the black one doesn't seem to trigger my allergies. But, I do have a, dot on the corner of my eye that wasn't there, 2 days ago.
You're overthinking it. It's fine.
What? Say it again, I was yawning.
You're overthinking. You're fine.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna lie. I want another Cyberpunk. Honestly, I'm gonna go back to what Cyberpunk was just announced because that time life changed after. I'd say I'd give 2021 exception. Maybe 2020 after that. Yo, shit. Getting worse and shit. Oh, yeah, my supervisor told me yesterday that the assistant plant manager is going to keep being an asshole to me until I quit. Yeah, he just started being an asshole. He does
I
that when
agree, Kitty. He should do a crime.
Oh, I was thinking of burning something down.
No, you were not, because I'm live, and that is now premeditated. Do something else. Just don't say it.
I'm not actually gonna do it. Yeah, it's premeditated for a good reason. Racist. Oh yeah, that's a good. All right, we ready?
Yeah, wait on you.
Is Dad ready?
I assume so.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. long have we known you, Dad?
Maybe a month longer than we've known each other.
4 years.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
We met him the same year. 2019.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Damn. I'm fast.
Wish I got paid this week. All of the Souls games are on sale. All of them? Like
I got paid last week and it was
on
terrible.
PlayStation? I wonder. If that's the case, Dad, you could pick up Dark Souls 2. I wonder if it is.
Do it.
Dark Souls
Are
2
Dark
is so
Souls
good.
games supposed known to be very hard?
I mean, if he can play Elden Ring, he can play the rest of the Dark Souls games.
But they like worse.
Oof. $20? God damn. They never go on sale digitally, but
Yeah, I know. I've heard.
but they're on sale right now for $20.
I would
Dark
never
Souls
get
3
Dark
is
Souls
30.
again. You're better off getting rid of re-download Elden Ring.
Capture the mission area.
I want you to buy the Elden Ring like sequel. It's called Night Rain.
I
It's
have
a three.
Elden
It's a,
Ring. Like,
yes,
isn't that supposed to be like a multiplayer thing?
it is. It's up to 3 players
We've got trouble.
or solo. You can't have 2.
Can't have 2.
No.
I guess that's fine. You can get Alex to play it.
He will.
Feeling stronger already. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Anyone know a healing spell?
The mission area is yours.
I need your help.
I didn't mean to do that.
I do need healing though.
All eyes on these coordinates.
Consider this an irreconcilable difference.
An irreconcilable difference. Like, what the hell?
I don't want to hear about your goddamn marital problem.
Right, that motherfucking ass here.
I need your help.
Got that Wolverine skin, but too scared to run a fade. Let's go. Hand-to-hand combat. You want to do this shit? Let's do this. Disappear.
That was a big complaint I had as well, but honestly, it really wouldn't make sense to play as anyone besides Star-Lord.
We lost our shield. Us against the world.
You're not down the desert lies.
Help me heal. That's better.
It's very much a Star-Lord story. The
What
other
is?
was the Guardians of
the Galaxy.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah.
It
You only play as him.
yeah, it really wouldn't make sense to play as anyone else or the story they're telling.
I'm gonna be honest with you, the movies are about him too.
I mean, he's kind of the main character of the Guardians. At least, like, that
He made
team up
them.
of the Guardians.
He made them.
I hope they continue the Guardians movies somehow, because I want to see the other members of the Guardians. Like, there's like 20 different members of the Guardians they can pull from.
Clearly, you needed some help.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Oh, come on, guys.
against the world.
My fate isn't sealed yet.
Control lost.
A disappearing act.
I'm still allowed to be Groot and Rocket. I get that.
This should help. That's what I needed.
My work here is not
Shoot
done.
him in the face, Trippy.
Now, a disappearing act. Feeling stronger already.
They've almost got it.
Be right there.
Rainbow stands with you. Spider mode. Control seized. We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
If I had to give like my complaint about the Guardians game, it would be it's kind of small, but once you notice it, you kind of can't unnotice it. The like huddle up where they play songs only has like 2-3 different variations, and you'll see that thing probably 30, 35, 40 times, like a lot throughout the game. And you will get very sick of it by like the 10th.
Get ready.
Voice acting was good. The story was good.
And a big crunchy
I don't remember the big chick with the hammer's name, but you rob her in it. I think Drax and her should have got together. They were very good together.
There's a change to the map. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I hope this is important. Reed and I had a date night planned. Goodbye.
Wherever they are, they all look friendly.
That's better. A little help, please.
Fantastic!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area!
Goodbye.
Hell unleashed! That's what I needed.
I won't make the same mistakes.
Control seized!
Us against the world.
We have to stand strong.
Anyone willing to help? No worries. I am much better now.
Looks like the Punisher is upping his game.
Feel the wrath of the goddess! Judge, jury, execute!
Damn, dude.
My face isn't sealed yet.
He just used his ult solely to kill you.
I got some hit by a Punisher.
Control seized!
I'll admit, I enjoy. And so it begins.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going!
Chaos control. So many of them.
God is so out of style, Magic. Like just too tight. Double KO. Control lost.
Reborn from the chaos.
Spider mode. Their team's capture progress. It's Spider time!
Smash that spider's nest.
I disappeared. Reborn from the chaos.
Miss Yummy.
Chaos control. Chaos always prevails. Ah, that's better.
Control C.
Goodbye.
The area's almost yours.
Hell unleashed!
Here they come.
There they are.
Claimed by chaos.
Until we have a winner.
Judge, jury.
Double KO. That's 3.
I'm surprised I got that off. Only had 30 health.
My fate isn't sealed yet.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Control lost.
Stand down!
Be on the lookout for spider swarms.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
I'm good.
Force burst.
I've watched entire realities consumed by chaos. I won't let that happen again.
Lay down.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Oh, okay.
People are scared of you. You're nothing compared to what I've seen in Limbo. Will you be my tour guide?
The wall running was like not great.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
My past may be pretty cloudy, but if we don't win this, the future is pretty clear.
How much longer are y'all gonna be on?
I'll probably have to get off the run after this.
Okay. That sounds about right. I'm done 4 hours by then.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Magneto! How's it feel to be one of the good guys?
The mission area is yours.
My fate isn't sealed yet. Anyone know a healing spell?
It's spider time!
Be right back.
Control lock!
Oh my god.
Anyone know a healing spell?
Now, my child.
I'll put this to good use. Reborn from the chaos.
Fantastic!
A disappearing.
There's a hella up top. Hella up top.
Past the halfway point.
Look up,
I
Trippy.
won't make the same mistakes again. Well, who's next? Be right back.
Robotic spiders. This should be easy.
They've almost got it!
Rest easy now. You've earned it, Father. Be right back.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
You're stronger already. Be proud of what you did here. You're not going anywhere.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Chaos control. Be on the lookout for spider swarms. Doesn't even know a healing spell.
It's spider time!
Chaos control. Goodbye. I need your help. I'm
Against the wall. Oh, he's doing that too.
Control lost! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
God damn it. Okay then.
We lost.
Yeah. Wasn't a bad game though. Yeah, I had 31 kills, dude. I had more than anyone in the lobby.
Out of 4K. Your 31 kills is nothing.
Aw, Aw.
Wait, let me look
I'm
now
not
the
gonna
stats. What are the stats? Okay. 25, 31. What are the clasped hands? Those are like assists.
Yes, those are assists.
But are assists, why do assists seem hard to come by? Where they, you have to like, is it something special other than doing damage to someone?
Doing damage and then someone else finishes the kill. But a majority of it. They do the majority of the damage, you do lesser of the damage. It wasn't a bad game though. Not even at all.
What is damage blocked? That's what I did as Venom. How was I getting just like taking damage? Is that just damage I took? Like
sure, more or less. Doctor Strange has a shield. Captain America has a shield. Whenever you're blocking with that, you're obviously getting damage blocked. Our Invisible Woman was doing pretty well though. They had 21,000 healing. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. Thanks for playing with me.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Bye-bye. Okie dokie, yo. Oh, I want to take this headset off. Ugh. That is it from me. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., I will be live. We will do a preload, pre-show, and then we'll play some Kingdom Come Deliverance, baby. I'm excited. I hope you will be there 10 o'clock. The game starts at 11, so do not be later than 11. 11 a.m. is when the game will start. 10 a.m. is when I will be live. So I will see you in 11 hours from now. I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you then. Let's go find someone to raid. Who we raiding? Who we raiding? God damn, really? I can't find no one? No. Well then, fuck me, I guess. Oh, you already stopped. God damn it. I guess I ain't going to raid anyone. I was looking for someone to raid, but I'll see y'all tomorrow, 10 a.m. Bye-bye.